You were saying something about the nature of the work that you do.
That it's all visually and conceptually captivating. That is to say, people who have lost their freedom and the ways in which they lose their freedom physically are visually and ideally very, very interesting for me. And the purpose of our work, there are many, but one of the most important purposes of our work is to help people for themselves and help others redefine that time. So a person isn't a prisoner, a person is a student, or a person isn't an inmate, but they're a member of the college community, or they're doing it. It's about redefining for themselves and in the minds of others who they are as human beings. Because so much of the prison experience is about putting a stigma on someone that is extreme while they're there and extreme afterwards. Doesn't leave. And so we work very hard to not use either the language or the assumptions, which are, people fixate on the language. My personal opinion is that it's overrated. But that the language is symbolic of a set of expectations that are low, that are stigmatized, that are negative, and that are incorrect. And our work and our effort is to overcome that.
Thanks for saying that. Okay, my actual question is, what made you, can you if possible, can you describe to me the moment where you decided this is what I'm going to do about what I care about?
Yeah, unfortunately there was no given moment. I knew that I wanted to leave the college some kind of role, some way of relating to the prisons that surrounded it. And I knew that relatively early on in my time at Bar. And so I spent some time trying to figure out what that might be. I had no idea. And I did, I wouldn't, calling it research is a little bit grandiose. It wasn't really research. But I did some looking around and found there was something that I felt was right within the mission of the college, within the purpose, and strengths of the college, that it could do, that would be feasible and have real national importance. And that was this. So it was a coincidence of some interest of mine, but also, I don't know if I would say luck, but it wasn't all premeditated. It was, I realized we were in a set of circumstances where we could really do something extraordinary.
Okay.
So I couldn't think of a reason why this shouldn't work.
Okay. I guess that was a question. I guess I'm feeling slightly disappointed, only because I was hoping, but if it's not the answer, then I have to accept the answer. I was hoping to hear more about the your personal interest.
Yeah, I think you should know that it's not personal. We get a lot of requests for. I just had a horrible summer with 2 media outlets that wanted to do various things, did crazy things with me.
I'm sorry.
Putting a tattoo on my face, to holding a book that glowed, to putting me in a cell, to doing my homework in a cell, all these things I refused to do, and the images they put together were stupid anyway. Not as bad as they would have been, but nothing I would have agreed to do under normal circumstances.
Okay.
So, in the way that we end up doing good work in society now, unlike in the past where many things were funded by government, We all have to raise money, and we all need certain kinds of media attention. And there were different kinds of idealizations of people in different positions of leadership in the past. But now there's real pressure, because we're all raising money, to make change come from a single person who's inspired by a single thing that everybody can understand. And I would encourage you, whenever you hear a story like that, to know that it's overwhelmingly likely that it isn't true. That it's convenient. Not for the person who's being spoken about, but the person doing the storytelling. Right? And, excuse me. So yeah, that's we are, and we take this sort of seriously here at BPI. So again, there are often images or often stories that would be simple or easily accessible to an audience, which we try to keep away from.
Thanks, that's very useful. Okay, I'm about finished unless you have anything else to say. Okay.
Nothing more to say.